You're not gonna play the anthem.
We're back. Dude's Nerdery. Oka Studios. Hey Vern. Sean Solo 8.
Did I just talk over the music?
Salacious. Rum. That's right. Three Man and a Monkey Lizard. Bringing up toys to play. Three Man and a Monkey Lizard.
Out music and then took it back.
Form for you to do that.
What?
Hello there. Welcome to Three Man and a Monkey Lizard.
Look at Sean. What do you got behind you, Sean?
Zippy.
You're on mute, but are you in front of the world's largest candy?
Because I'm at work.
That's Zippy.
Unfortunately, I have to come in today.
Why are you at work with Zippy and Bungle?
I want to say though, we should all appreciate Sean's commitment to still showing up today, even though while he's at work.
All I want to know is that if you have to get up and leave, are you going to leave your camera behind so we could see the empty chair? That's the important.
No, just right there.
That's a question, but I would have thought a more pressing question is why is Sean at work with Zippy?
Well, maybe he works at the Zippy farm.
I was thinking about going in a Honda Odyssey to celebrate Deadpool. I could do that.
I haven't seen it. What does that have to do with Deadpool?
Oh,
wait, you haven't seen Deadpool yet?
I haven't seen it either.
Oh, you guys need to go see it. It's really good.
I can't believe you guys haven't seen Deadpool yet.
Nope, haven't seen it. Well, I was going to go see it today, and then somebody had to schedule this.
Because this takes the whole day.
And I'm still confused by the Zippy reference. No one's really explained that yet, but that's fine.
It takes the whole day.
That was it. No one else is curious.
Well, welcome to Three Men and a Monkey Lizard. Thanks to everyone who's joined. I think we've got 2 people here, so we appreciate that. Thank you for coming. How do I look at the chat?
Who are you arguing with, by the way, in the background earlier?
Wait, how do I look at the chat?
You click
comments. Comments. There we go. Hey, Sir Eric Brown is here. He gets the star for being first in. Hello there to Sir Eric. Nice to see you.
What's up, Eric?
Thanks for coming in. We appreciate you joining us. So this is Three Men and a Monkey Lizard. We are myself. I'm just a dude. To my right, we have Salacious Rum. Hello, Salacious.
Yeah. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I'm in the mountains, which is perfectly natural and obvious place for me to be. There's no large yellow characters with zips for mouths anywhere near me.
Are monkey lizards at home in the mountains in the colder weather? I thought they were maybe a warmer weather species.
To be totally honest with you, dude, you're absolutely correct. I don't like it when it's cold because
somebody's listening to music too.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, that's the TV here.
what kind of cute outfit did Dad dress you up in today? What kind of outfit do you have on today? What's going on with that?
Sorry. I'm wearing a Jedi baby grow.
That's wonderful.
Jedi in training.
Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah.
And the diaper fits well with it?
It does. It's got little buttons at the bottom. Easy to release if I need to go and relieve myself.
Wonderful. That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. And below him, we have Sean Solo, who's dialing in from work, showing half commitment to his job and half commitment to the live stream, making one whole commitment.
Hold on. This reminds me of this dude during COVID who used to go around on all the Teams calls, but he had the little green screen thing built around him, and he'd be like driving, and he'd be like, "No, I'm not driving." Do you ever see that guy?
I've seen the one in court where the guy was for like a driving ticket or something. That was
and he's pulling into the parking lot.
Yeah.
He's not supposed to be driving. And he goes, "Hold on, I'm just pulling in." And the judge is like, "Wait a minute, you're driving?"
That was pretty funny. pretty funny. But Sean, we appreciate your commitment to being here, man. You
No
look sharp in that powder blue,
Thanks,
by
bro.
the way. That's
Thanks.
good on you, man.
Nice.
Nice. Pimping out some Odysseys.
Yeah. Yep. It's just if the customer pulls in, I'll pop out and then come back
Yep.
in and that type of thing.
Have you seen an uptick in Odyssey-based conversation?
No. But again, I'm in the middle of nowhere where I work, but maybe in big cities.
Maybe at some point. All right. And then to his left, straight underneath me, we have the best hair on YouTube, Vern from Oakhurst Studios. What up, Vern?
Nothing. What's happening? Saying hello to everyone in the chat who's here, and especially to Dave's Dimensions, who thinks I just woke up. But actually, I just got back from doing an oil change, a car wash, and running like a whole bunch of errands this morning. And that's why I look frazzled, because it's hot and it's humid. And that's fine if you're in the jungle.
Humid.
Oh, no. What did that Robin Williams say about it's hot and it's wet?
What? Are you trying to pull out a Jumanji quote?
Good morning, Vietnam.
And it ain't no good in the jungle or something. I don't know.
Are you talking about Tropic Thunder?
No, Salacious had it. He knows.
Okay.
He's watched
Okay.
movies
Okay.
he's watched more than Spring Break.
Yeah, twice.
Hey, Spring Break is an outstanding
Here we
movie.
go. Here we go.
Outstanding movie.
I should not have mentioned it.
Okay, so listen, like, I don't know why you would go there. You know how I feel about that movie.
Yeah, the worst movie in the.
Can I just say, we're 6 minutes in.
I'm embarrassed for the 80s.
So I'd like to now that we've introduced ourselves,
Dude, can I just say something?
Yes.
We're 6 minutes in, and I'm still the only one questioning why Sean is with Zippy.
When
No one else
he's sitting
is
there, all I
mentioning
want to do is say wacka 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 wacka.
Well,
wacka,
I'm
wacka.
using that new app and it's got all kinds of cool features. There's actually a StreamYard app now, which is kind of neat.
Oh,
And,
so
Latvia.
Zippy's not working for Honda then?
No.
Oh,
No.
all right. Thought he just might be very good with cars, Zippy.
No, I
Zippy is
downloaded
good
it
with-
because of when that whole Acculite came out and everybody was talking about, they were calling that guy Zippy,
Yeah.
Smilo
I
Ren
get it.
or whatever.
Milo, yeah. Oh, I get it now. I get it. Very meta.
Yeah.
I get it.
Very
I
much,
get it.
Sean.
I get it.
So I'd like to welcome our friends here in the chat. We have Ricardo. What up, Ricardo? It's good to see you.
Order.
Direct from Buffalo, where my Chicago Bears played his Buffalo Bills in preseason yesterday. We got Dave's Dimension.
Dave.
What up, Dave?
Those are the only
Eric,
Converse that I have,
Eric.
by the way.
I don't think Vern does look like he's just woken up. He's just wearing headpiece number 2, which is slightly ruffled.
That's so funny. I have
Got a
never heard that joke
It's got a
before.
ruffled look.
Got to come up.
That's
with
his.
some
That's his.
material.
Oh, it's humid outside. That's its. Oh, it's humid outside. Look,
Yeah.
he's got a barometer. He's got a barometer in the
Yeah.
room, and he goes in, like it's like Tony Stark's Hall of Armor, right? And it's like this in the closet opens, and he's like,
Yeah.
oh, it's 78% humidity. It'll be this one today.
Headpiece number 3, he's got bangs.
Headpiece number 3.
He's got
Got
bangs.
bangs.
Yeah.
May 8th, 2023.
Have you ever had bangs, Salacious?
I certainly have not, dude.
You look good with bangs. Would you consider them?
I think I would look good with them. I agree, but I haven't considered it. Now you've mentioned it, and if if next episode Vern wears headpiece number 3, I will definitely rock the bangs too.
I think you might look good with bangs.
Thanks.
Anyone who has teenage daughters know that at least one time they decide to get bangs because they want to try it, and every time they get bangs, they end up crying and hate it. It's it's almost like a rite of passage. But I think on you they'd work. They'd work really well.
All right, I think you're right.
I'm down with it. All right, wait, we got some comments. What we got here? Didn't he box someone too? Did Vern box somebody?
I don't know. I can't get the reference.
I don't know either. Well, today we've got multiple things on the agenda. We have our normal friendly banter. We will probably about an hour get into our top 10 lightsaber duels of all time. And let me give the rules now so that we're prepared and ready for the rules. Okay. So the rules are: we are going to pick our 10. It's not a draft. Unless we'd like it to be a draft. If we want it to turn into a draft, we can.
But the rules are there are no rules because they might change depending on what we want at the time.
Yes, but here's the thing: it has to be a lightsaber duel. Okay, so it's not fighting.
No, hold on. No. I'm going to go back and look at the thumbnail because that's false advertising. Because she definitely says
lightsaber
battles,
lightsaber duels, lightsaber duels. The live stream is even entitled.
It says right here.
It's like right at the top of the screen.
What's the difference between a duel and a battle?
So here's what I'm saying is it must be lightsaber on lightsaber combat. So it can't be lightsaber.
I got one.
Like a non-lightsaber, right? Because that's not a lightsaber duel. That's a battle with a lightsaber, right? So really the only rule for this is it just has to be lightsaber on lightsaber combat, and we can pull from any type of Star Wars. So we could pull.
Okay, so what you're saying is
Disney Plus or big screen.
Okay, so that scene where all the Jedi come in and take on Palpatine. That is not a duel.
No, that's a duel.
No, it's not.
It's
duel
all
is
lightsaber.
Two people only.
Okay.
That's why it's called
it can be with multiple people.
It's from the word duo.
Told you this.
I think duel can be more than one.
It means two.
Okay. It's just any lightsaber on lightsaber combat. So you
okay, now it's combat. Lightsaber combat.
Well, sure, because
I'll predict
the whole premise is you just have lightsabers
and
fighting.
The title.
So for example, what you couldn't use is in J.J. Abrams' bastardization of A New Hope when Finn fights the stormtrooper with the electric rod, right? Like that's not lightsaber.
You also can't use
so that's ineligible.
Rey and Kylo going against all the Praetorians.
Correct, because that's not lightsaber on lightsaber.
Even though that's kind of one of the coolest cinematic fight scenes, battles.
It is a very cool fight scene, but it violates the tenet.
All right. I'll probably
or the spirit.
I'll probably have to pass because I don't know any then.
I don't know any.
Vern is the ultimate. Take my ball and go home guy.
I don't know any.
Like the ultimate. I'm gonna take my ball and go home.
I don't know any.
That's it. So I'm good for an hour then. Anyways, let's move on then.
So Eric says live action animation. So it's all eligible. So Disney Plus animation or cinematic. So anything is eligible in there. So there are some great duels, lightsaber on lightsaber combat from Clone Wars.
Okay, so is it duel or combat?
On Lego Studs earlier, I said to everyone, "Oh, 3 Men and a Monkey Lizard is back today. It's at 7 o'clock." To be honest, the first half hour will probably be Vern and Vern and Dude arguing about what a duel is.
Have you seen this show Snowpiercer? And what happens when the train goes too fast around the corners? That's what I'm here for.
I've not seen the show Snowpiercer.
Speeding up the train, everybody.
Is it good watch? Is it good to watch?
Yeah. The movie and the show.
Did you advertise 3 Men and a Monkey Lizard on Dude's channel on your toy group duo massive team stream, whatever it's called?
Yeah. By the way, okay, wait a minute. Now this is not calling the kettle black because Vern's on a show
with 20 people in it.
Right, it's a toy duo
Yeah.
But it's like a nerd orgy with as
Hold
many
on, it's
people
not
as
the
you can
toy
get on
duo.
it.
It's the toy duo team. Get it right.
Two
And yes,
teams.
we did talk about this, and
Two
we
teams.
specifically talked about this topic, and that there's no way. I couldn't understand like the whole topic in the first place. Like, is it duel battle? Anytime somebody turns on a lightsaber. I mean, I don't watch the cartoon, so it's going to be tough for me to like have a lot to draw from. That battle between Darth Vader and Obi-Wan
like
Kenobi and A
animation.
New Hope. I mean, that lasted
You don't-
literally like
you
a
don't-
minute,
You
and
don't
then he just
watch.
put his lightsaber down. So I don't know the
You've never
excitement behind it.
seen-
How does
you've
that
never
on a top
seen-
10? It was more exciting when Luke lit up the lightsaber. Okay, so you can't even use the Mos Eisley Cantina because that guy didn't have a lightsaber, so that can't be. But even though that was exciting, and there's still a lot of questions about why there was all kinds of blood on the ground when a lightsaber apparently in the later cauterizes every wound, and Luke wasn't bleeding from his hand. There's a whole bunch of stuff we could talk about.
How in the Oscar, how in the Oscars where they have that music that plays people off stage. I need to get that. Congratulations on your award, Vern. Time to stop. So, anyways, we will be getting to our top lightsabers, and yes, animation's eligible, Disney Plus series as well as cinema. The only rule is it must be lightsaber on lightsaber combat.
Oh, not a duel anymore. It's not a duel. Can you change the thumbnail?
Yeah, I'll get to that. All right. So we have a couple more people.
Why don't you call it the top 10 lightsaber duel team? And then we can make an intro record tune and all go duel.
You know what?
Say duel loads of times.
So yes, Eric, that does leave out that fight scene, and I do recognize that is a really cool fight scene. But the spirit of this is lightsaber duels or lightsaber combat.
Is it a duel?
But it must be lightsaber on lightsaber.
So it is a duel.
So we're gonna move on. Viral videos on YouTube, not from this group. Snowpiercer. Chris Evans was in that one. And
not the TV show.
Pod Racing Palpatine. Hello there. Thank you for joining us.
Welcome to the.
Oh, here's the duel. It's combat between two persons.
Well, at some point, it does dwindle down to two people.
No, that's the definition of the word duel is combat between two people.
Yes, you do need to be inebriated to persist through this. Yes.
All right, let's move it on. All right,
we're going to move it on. So, would you guys like to show any pickups for this week?
Sure.
All right, Vern, you can go first.
Outstanding.
How do I select Vern?
Click on his head.
There it is. All right. I haven't done this
in full screen. You guys aren't even going to be there on the side to show support.
I'm here. I'm just really, really small.
Anyways, you guys probably already seen this, but I did a review recently, and these are the Zujitsu fighters from Icon Heroes.
Yeah, those look really cool.
Yeah, gracious enough to send me over some samples of their figures to take a look at.
Level
I
up.
thought that was really cool. I did a review.
Nice.
I did some stop motion in it. So if you want, just head on over and you could check that out. They look really cool. I really like this guy. His growl look because of the teeth and stuff like that. Doesn't really do it justice here on this computer camera, but all of them look really cool. These are two different. They're the same tiger head, but they're just painted differently. But man, very solid figures, very posable, and they haven't loosened up at all while messing with them and stuff like that. So they're really cool.
I've noticed you're getting into the advocating for Kickstarter's game. So
Yeah.
Is this an advocation? Are you recommending people buy these?
So these figures, apparently they tried to launch Kickstarter twice and they didn't come to fruition. So what this company has done is Icon Heroes is they just decided to go to market with their action figures. So they have a Comic-Con one that they made. It's like blue, it's clear plastic. That's available now. These are just going to become available on their website at some point, probably after their comic book Kickstarter launches.
Oh.
So if you are familiar with Icon Heroes, they've been going to Comic-Con for quite a few years. And the first couple of things that I bought from them were those like Cobra Kai pins or whatever, these little challenge coin type things. They had these exclusive ones. They make all kinds of little replica type stuff for movies and shows. And they had previously done Cobra Kai and Karate Kid figures.
Ooh.
So I think that's where this body kind of comes
from the original,
Yeah,
Cobra Kai from the
original
original
ones.
movie or the
Yeah,
series?
from the original show and movies. So if you go to Big Bad Toy Store, I think the one that's still available is the Cobra Kai set, which is basically Johnny, two of the other Cobra Kai guys, and the instructor guy, whatever. They're in like a 4-pack. So that's on Big Bad. The other guys that I ran
Kreese?
into. I'm sorry, what?
With Kreese?
Yes. So and it's when they're younger, so they're all like kid age or whatever, and then I haven't seen if any of the other ones are still available. But anyways, when I was at Comic-Con, I want to show this off too. This is Fist. So it's Invincible Toys has got their own action figure line. These guys are out of Colombia. I thought that was kind of interesting because they design and make everything in Colombia. So the only thing is with these, this is like the first wave, and I have noticed that the joints and stuff have kind of loosened a little bit, but it doesn't prevent them from posing and stuff like that. The other thing that kind of bugs me is like the holster. You just saw it fall off. It's like a little peg, and I think the peg thing needs to be a little bit longer so that it actually doesn't fall off when you kind of run into something, because you can see how easy that thing kind of pops out of the leg. So I think if the peg was a little bit longer, it would prevent that. But I think this is pretty good for a first wave, of a new figure line.
Very cool.
And the fact that they're trying to do everything kind of, in country there, I think is actually a very interesting concept. But going back to what,
how'd you get involved with them?
I just ran into them at Comic-Con. I was with Gary Moore. We were talking to him for a little while, and I was going to wait and pick these up later, but Gary Moore just bought 2 figures in the comic. And as we were walking away from the booth, he goes, "Here, this is for your channel." And so I thought that was really cool. Yeah, really
That's
good
nice
guy.
of them.
But going back to what Rum said about
deal.
Kickstarter stuff, some Kickstarter stuff is pretty cool, right? And it's kind of interesting to talk to the people who were behind, like trying to like start up a new action figure line or continue growing different action figures that maybe they want but couldn't get somebody else to do. So the thing is, it's like, Rum, I don't advocate for like everybody, because I know that there's Kickstarters that have come, gone, taken people's money and not produced anything. But I think that when somebody's producing something and they're kind of like telling you along, like, hey, we ran into this little thing, so there's like a delay. It's no different than this HasLab that, if you purchased it last year, that Dragonfly, to get a message now in May saying, oh, you're not going to get your Dragonfly in the early fall. It's going to come in late December now. They pushed it back. There was something that's delayed even Hasbro. So a big company delays, but like, as long as they're telling you what's going on along the way, I think, I don't know, maybe give them the benefit of the doubt, and then just kind of see what happens. You know what I mean?
Well, I'll just do it
for your money safe.
What?
Dude, you have to. I think you need to. Because I'm a serial Kickstarter supporter.
Yes, you are. You are.
I've backed. I mean, easily.
How many times have you gotten
easily?
burned?
So you do have to put a disclaimer out, because the Kickstarters are different to like a HasLab, because most of the time with a Kickstarter, it is not a limited company that has assets behind it that can leverage the assets in the event of an issue. So very few of them do. Very few of them actually need the capital in order to create the tooling. and there have been quite a few that have gone bust, and people have lost their money. So
Yes.
you do need. There is a degree of you are going into it with an element of risk.
I think you are.
So that is a definite
For
difference.
Kickstarters, yes, for a Kickstarter. Just to tell you about these, though, they're not going to do a Kickstarter for these figures. They're going to do a Kickstarter for the comic book. They've already put the money into.
I think they did do it. They did do a Kickstarter, didn't they?
They did. It did not. It did not fund.
So. Yeah.
So they decided to go ahead and just produce the figures anyway. And they've produced other figures like those Cobra Kai and Karate Kid figures. They produce a lot of these like collectibles that they sell at like conventions and stuff like that. So I know that it's not a big company, but I would say it's probably like when you're talking about, say, like Ramen Toy, right? They're taking pre-orders for their tank right now, and they're only asking for a deposit. But at some point before that, they were asking you to pay for some figure that was like going to be a year away. And so, you know, when you're paying like $50-$60 for a figure, and then trusting that somebody's going to like send it out to you in a year, that, I mean, yeah, you're like taking a chance on a smaller company.
For sure.
And Kickstarters are, I would say, are kind of like that, right? Because you never know what can happen in the economy and the world and stuff like that. When, you know, companies are starting out, you don't know who's mismanaging what or
managing working for a startup. Yeah. I went to work for a startup and it was a poop show. Like, they burned through money so fast. It was,
Exactly. 9 out of 10 startups don't actually end up past into the second year.
Yep.
So yeah, so those
to Eric said your stop motion was pretty cool. I did watch
Thank you. I appreciate that. That's the big stop motions at the end of the video, but at the beginning I did kind of like a thing where they have kind of like a backstory for these like Zujitsu fighters. They're like supposedly being forced to fight and stuff like that, and then something tragic happens, and then this guy rises up and convinces everybody to like take over. And that's
if that was a cartoon in the 80s, we all would have watched that. Zujitsu,
right? Thundercats,
100% would have watched that.
Yeah, Thundercats.
They do look cool, those. I have to say, they do look very cool.
The one that I didn't get in the video was this Paulo the Panther. For some reason, I had this one set aside somewhere, and he didn't make it into that video, so I'll probably end up having to do a separate one just for this guy.
That look good with the
yeah, I had it with
Super 7 Thundercats.
Or hey there.
Oh yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Now we know why Vern's toys have loose knees.
How you doing?
Yeah.
So want to say hello to Mr. B. Mr. B, what up? Thank you for joining us.
Mr. B.
Dino at Geek Strong, what up, dude? Good to see you.
I saw a guy on Twitter, Big Lob from G.I. Joe, so I thought I'd start mashing up one of these starting lineup dudes with a G.I. Joe. So I'm going to do some paint on this one, and then that'll be a custom.
I stopped at Ollie's yesterday with my daughter because we were doing back to college shopping, and they did have a bunch of action figures, and not the gold mine that I see everyone else finding there, but there was quite a big section. People are saying hi to each other. Eric's giving us an update. He's back to his desk. Thank you, Eric. We're glad to know you got there safely. All right. Anything else, Vern, to show?
No, that's it.
All right. Let's see. Eric had another one. You should see the other female figure Vern has.
Oh, come on, then.
Salacious might need to take 5 from the stream.
Oh, yeah. Come on, then, Vern. Hold out.
Show it. Come on, show it for Salacious.
You'll see a review coming up.
Oh, what the hell?
Not ready for
time. Vern likes to play hard to get.
What the hell?
Yeah, take his ball and go home.
Eric's in it.
Well, that's because
I mean, like, these are people that are
because he appreciates the Toy Duo team, and
you got to be in the toy.
You got to be in the Toy Duo team. You got to be in
the.
I don't know if we've looked up what duo means, but I'm pretty sure it means 2.
Nope.
Right,
it doesn't.
Hey, look who's here. What up, Rick? You have not missed the spreadsheet. No, we spent the first 15 minutes arguing about the spreadsheet. So no, you have not missed it. All right, we're gonna go to Salacious since Vern is being stingy with his sexy lady toys.
Okay. All right. Who likes Spider-Man?
I do enjoy Spider-Man.
Okay. Bit some vintage Spider-Man.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
This is the Toy Biz 1990 Amazing Spider-Man Dragster. It is missing. It's supposed to say Amazing Spider-Man here, and it's supposed to have a blue web that when you pull back it and it goes forward, it fires the web out. But I love these great. I love the fact. I love that in the 80s and 90s they felt the need to provide vehicles for our superheroes. So this is Spider-Man's. I like collecting the old Spider-Man vehicles, and his figure's proper weird because he's got like a web shooting hand there, or a back off.
Oh, I thought he's like Utah.
Or-
Get me 5.
Yeah, all that, but he's also got a wanky hand. Or if you put him in this pose, it looks like he's doing karate. Looks like he's doing.
So does it have to be karate?
Yeah.
It can't be like kung fu or jeet kune do or
No, it's karate.
taekwondo or anything like that.
No, taekwondo's kicking.
What are you
Is that an
talking about?
Xbox 360 stand in the background?
Yeah.
So they don't
dude,
do
that's
any
really cool.
taekwondo?
Hasn't everyone got one?
Expert
No,
taekwondo?
dude, that's really cool.
For everyone
No
had one.
punching allowed in taekwondo?
All right, what else did you get, Salacious?
You guys don't have Henrys, do you?
No, what's
Supermarket?
Do you guys? You don't. You guys? I think we have them in Canada.
Henry's
have-
out here sells fresh produce and that type of stuff.
I'm gonna do the hoovering with my Henry.
Oh my god, I know exactly what Salacious uses that for.
Ah! 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 Vern won't like this because it's rude. Ah! Ah! Vern will hate this because it's a rude thing. Ah! Ah!
We lost Vern and Sean. Now we're just a dude with a monkey lizard.
Everyone needs a Henry.
Is that what the kids are calling it?
These are so these are British Hoovers. They're normally obviously larger than this, but when Papa Gord found the desktop version, I had to get one. Salacious now uses it as his personal love machine. That's right.
Eric
£16.99.
likes the eyes on the shop bag. So do you have the eyes on there so you can make eye contact while it's hoovering?
Yeah, there is a Henrietta as well.
Oh, there we go. There we go. What other pickups did you have?
There's quite a bit. I mean, how about Spin Master Batwing?
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, it's quite good actually. A cheap Batwing, basically 3.75 Batwing.
Is it? What's the scale of it?
3.75. So there you go.
That's a cool Batwing.
Yeah, they're all right. They're not
What are
bad.
you gonna do with that?
Put it in the Batwing collection with the other Batwings.
That means he's going to put it in a storage
Nice.
locker.
Yeah.
How many Batwings are you up to?
I've got the vintage one. So the vintage 89 one. I've got the very large McFarlane one. I've got the McFarlane the blue one from the new retro line. Got the Lego one, and now I might have six Batwings.
No, you have a collection. 6 is
Yeah.
officially a collection.
Yeah.
Nice job.
Yeah.
Congrats on your 6th Batwing.
Thank you.
Why are your eyes so like shaded?
The dark. What do you mean? I've got black eyes. What are yours?
Maybe
Yeah,
it's
but
just the lighting.
the brows are really
Maybe it's like a top-down
shading the
lighting.
light.
Yeah, you look like you have angry eyebrows today.
Yeah, you look kind of angry.
I've got a top-down light.
Yeah, that must be. Yep. Yeah, the eyebrows look a little angry.
Oh, look at that. See, now you look friendly.
Yeah. But we can't see you as well. Yep, angry. Now he's back to angry eyebrows.
I'm not angry. I'm very.
I don't know. It looks angry to me. Let's take a poll in the chat.
I'm
Who
very
here
much
thinks with the
angry.
light, Rum looks very angry?
All right, I'll make a poll.
I've been told I've got soulful eyes. Soulful. Like I've got a lot of soul. Not
All
the
right,
dish.
so I'm going to end the current poll. So 88% of people like Spider-Man.
Good.
All right.
Oh.
So does Salacious look angry?
Angry eyes, angry eyes,
I'm not really angry.
angry
I'm
eyes,
happy to be honest.
angry eyes.
We're
I
starting the
got
poll.
mean things to say and angry eyes.
It says
I'm
make it
really-
a load-up backwing.
Yeah. Loader.
And that Batwing is awesome. I picked up Batman and Bane 3 3/4.
Yeah, they're good. The Spin Master's not bad. Not bad.
Eric says you look like your performance in the least intimidating terrorist video.
I am the Mandarin. You will do what I say.
You're the new Mandarin in the MCU.
I like that. I like that. I like being the Mandarin.
All right. Oh wait. So Dave dropped some knowledge here. The definition of a duel is a prearranged combat between two persons fought with deadly weapons according to an accepted code of procedure and contest between two persons or parties.
Yeah. We better be doing this duel thing because I made a bloody list today.
I made a list too, and mine's not.
Well, the problem is like I don't have any.
I put an effort in.
Can't think of one.
That's insane that you can't think of one good lightsaber duel.
Nope. Oh, the one where the dude in the black outfit tells the other guy, "I know something you don't know. I am not left-handed."
Isn't that from Princess Bride?
No, Star Wars.
No,
it's
that's
lightsabers.
That's
I saw it on YouTube yesterday.
That's Princess Bride.
I saw it on YouTube yesterday. They're fighting with
Carrie
lightsabers.
Elves fights.
It doesn't say Star Wars. It just says lightsabers.
You two are going to argue.
No, Sean, do you have any pickups? He's at work. You probably can't.
Yeah, but I didn't bring them to work. But
Here,
I got
tell
the,
us.
San
Oh, he
Diego
brought 'em.
Comic-Con. No, I didn't.
Oh,
The
okay.
San Diego Comic-Con, Ken and Chun-Li. That's basically it.
Nice. You liked those quite a bit, didn't you?
Love them. Absolutely love that line. I'm buying all the variants, everything I can get my hands on. So I'm following these old people around. I shouldn't say that. I'm an old guy too. Around the lot outside, hoping they'll stop.
All right.
But they're gonna stop. So I'll see you in a minute.
All right. We'll see you in a minute. Look at Sean. Sean putting in effort. Putting in effort. All right. I guess I will go with my pickup. So I did go with my daughter to Ollie's, and there are quite a bit of things there. Like a lot of things I either had or just garbage. They did have that Elvis Modoc for $20. But I found one thing, and I felt it necessary and proper to pick it up, and it was honorable. It is this Batman and the Batmobile from the animated series.
Are you going to get the McFarlane one with the lights and sound?
I would love to have a McFarlane one with the lights and
They're at
sound.
Walmart.
Oh, they are?
Yep.
So this one's pretty cool. Just like nice, nice
Yeah.
scale. You can kind of
Jada
see how,
toys.
fit nicely on the desk.
Jada
And
toys.
then it was $5.
Yeah, they're good. I like them. Jada.
Yeah. So and then they had all these in there. So
Yeah.
they had Batman '89, the classic TV one, and the Tumbler. So they had all of them there, but
You have to get them all. You have to get them all.
but then that's how it starts, right? And it gets excessive. So for me, I was really happy just to have the classic Batmobile from the animated series. That's my favorite of all time. What's your guy out of the four? Which one's your guy's favorite?
89.
66.
That's a good poll. Let's put that up. Sean, what about you?
He likes the Honda one.
I reckon he'll either say animated or 89. I reckon he'll say animated.
Is Sean even there? Is that his screensaver?
Zippy's there. Do you have Zippy in America?
No. What's Zippy?
The yellow thing that's on his screen.
Well, we must if it's there.
No,
I've never seen it before.
You don't have Rainbow. It's from Rainbow. It's in a kids program. I thought it was English. So you don't have it then?
I don't. So wait, this is not the Tumbler. Okay, so this is I'm going to call it the Snyderverse Batman.
Do you know what a rainbow is, Vern?
A rainbow?
No, rainbow.
A rainbow?
No, rainbow, not the
fourth
rainbow.
option.
Rainbow?
Rainbow.
Like red, orange, yellow, green, blue.
Like the kids program, Rainbow.
All right, so please vote. By the way,
reading Rainbow?
80% of people
Anyway,
thought
it's very hard communicating. It's very hard communicating.
I don't understand. Like, are you saying rainbow? Like, as in that thing that you see in the sky after the rain?
Let me repeat myself, but a little bit slower.
and more clear, without slurring.
Rainbow, the TV kids program.
Reading Rainbow?
Was that on in the 80s?
Yes.
No. I don't. Reading Rainbow.
Not reading Rainbow. Rainbow.
Somebody write it in the chat so I can understand what he's saying. Because
I think there's a British show that's just called Rainbow, and then there was a show with Geordie LaForge called Reading Rainbow.
Oh, he is saying rainbow though, right? Because he keeps saying no. I'm saying something else.
Above the trees and houses, rainbow flying high.
Rainbow?
Rainbow!
Why did you say no then when I said rainbow? You said no, and you kept repeating it. And why you got to stare at me with those like dark eyes like you're angry?
Yeah, why are you so angry right now?
You're projecting.
Why are you so angry?
Why are you angry? Why did you come angry today?
You're projecting your own anger.
Why did you come angry? You should be like happy and cheery and
should be.
I don't know what's going on
over
there.
So Pod Racing Palpatine said the classic 66 is his favorite.
Yeah, that's the best one.
Up above the tree. I kind of regret not getting that one too because I love that one. But the Ollie's Tales are true. I didn't find anything. There were things that like I would have bought if I didn't already have them, right? But I had them, so I didn't need to buy them. Rainbow Connection from the Muppets. Good call, Dino. Rainbow Bright. All right, I see a trend. Somewhere over the rainbow. All right, you guys are great. You're very, very collaborative. All right. Anything else that you picked up? Not Herbies?
Over the rainbow.
Anything else you picked up?
Who are you talking to?
You're on the screen. It's your.
Why? You
You're
moved
big
past
up.
me already. You've already moved to Sean. You already moved past me ages ago. I have got more.
It's clear that Sean is the glue that ties this shit show together. Because him not being here, we need you, Sean. We need you. I know Honda needs you, but we need you too. Is there anything else you picked up?
I have got more pickups.
That's why I came back to you.
Got more pickups.
Think there's
You
more
think he
pickups.
only picked up 2 things in the last week?
Right, and that's why he was being shy.
This is like you want to know all the pickups. You're
Well,
going to
get
have to
stuff.
get rid of your top 10. That's
Move stuff
not going to have
around.
enough time for that. What?
Hold on. Got to move stuff around and stuff. Hold on. All right, here we go.
Just don't do a repeat. Oh. Wait a minute. You're not going to cut any boxes open with one hand and a razor and a rusty old razor blade?
Nope. Is that enough time?
That's wrong.
So that's Ahsoka.
Everybody
with
tuned in
swords?
to see the danger of the rusted razor blade
And
and the one hand.
I'll tell you what. I haven't unboxed.
Okay, good. There
I
you
haven't
go.
unboxed the Ryman Racer yet. I had that.
Do it. Get the rusty razor out. One hand. One-handed.
We're not doing that. dude.
Shaky cam. Come on.
How often does Salacious change his bandages? I'm afraid he might get gangrene.
Shaky cam. Come on. Everybody wants the shaky cam. It's only noon
You want the shaky cam?
or 3. Yep. Everybody should have just had lunch.
I don't like being on screen. Look.
Does that-
He's someone screenshots him on screen of a monkey lizard getting soaked off by a vacuum. Vern! I'm thinking about you, Vern.
He's gonna take his ball and go home. Be nice. All right. Any other pickups?
That'll do.
All right. So I did have another. I finally caved in at the comic book store, and I did because they used to have like 10 of these, and they kept dwindling and dwindling. And then I went in there, and there were 2 left. So I bought this 2 weeks ago, but I've been saving it for the live stream. But there were 2 left, and then when I went in there yesterday on my walk, there were none left. But I picked up
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Sinister.
He came out ages ago. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I just never, because I have him in the original Marvel Legends packaging, but I don't want to open that one. And then, especially with the re-release, right? Like that one has more value. So, but I picked this up. Love the box, man. These are really cool. And I think I've seen reviews of this. Like the cell shading on this one looks cool. So once I get in this like corner here, once I get my Sentinel out, I'm going to do my 90s X-Men there. Since I don't have a finished basement in this house, but he, can't have a 90s X-Men display without this dude.
Can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
Have you actually looked in the box yet?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I have not, but we can maybe we make some offerings today.
No, I'm just curious because where did you get that?
Comic book store.
Okay. I'm curious to know if it's actually in there.
I mean, I think so. It's pretty heavy. But $29.99 is not bad because it's $50 on Amazon right now. So
Wow, $50.
Not a bad deal. And he'll look great in the display. I still need to get a morph for my display. That's one I'm looking for.
Yeah.
So Dino says I collect rocks in a box. The worst things you can collect.
You're a Phoenix fan, I think, aren't you? Did you order the Phoenix?
I did not pre-order that. I totally forgot about it. Are they still left?
Yes, it's available.
All right. I might wait till it goes on sale. Because how much was that?
I think it was
$500.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I already have that Phoenix. Figure, so I would just be buying it for the flame effect.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So
Yeah, you can steal a Doctor Strange one or something.
how much is that?
I think I paid how much did I-
$550,823.
Oh, yeah, 500. Yeah, let's go with that.
Makes sense. Oh man, we totally lost Sean.
You know what?
We missed
Do you have
Sean.
this one? Oh, look. Oh, never mind. You can't see it because I happen to have my Rico robot right here.
Do you know, the funny thing is,
Look at that, everybody. Got a Regal robot.
is he not in the box? Because I haven't actually
Nope,
unboxed
stick him
it yet.
out. Stick him right there in my room.
If he's not
Does
in the box,
Salacious still not have this?
There it is, everybody.
Oh my god!
I do
poor
have it.
Salacious.
I do have it. I do have it.
Oh, you do finally have it?
Yeah, but we haven't unboxed it, so he might not be in the box.
You got this one yet, dude?
No, I don't. I have the original version of that one.
Yeah. This was
Yeah.
Target exclusive, and I had to order it to mail, so I just added a second one so I could get the free shipping, and I had intended just to take that one back, but then they sold out everywhere, so I figured I should hold on to it.
Yeah. I have the I didn't like I don't buy much anymore, but I already have. I mean, that one's old. The original's a good 10 years old, probably. The first Legends they came out with of that. All right. So, did you guys see any of the D23 stuff? You want to talk about that for a minute? Yes, no, maybe so. D23.
He'll bite you. He'll bite that. He'll bite that wig right off your head. Oh.
Why are we
What
sharing?
the hell? What's going on?
Well, I'm trying to share a screen. There it is. So I thought maybe we could talk about D23.
Password manager.
Password manager. Oh,
So there's Moana 2 was announced. It seemed like D23 was just lots of sequels. Snow White. Anyone interested in that live action remake?
No, do you want to play some trailers?
Lilo
Or do
and
you
Stitch live action remake. Any
Or
interest?
do you think that by playing a trailer you will get like the stream taken down?
Yeah, I don't want to risk the stream. You know, tens of people are going to watch and benefit from this.
Because look, hold on.
But it just seems like Disney, it's just all sequels and then remakes.
I could just fast forward to the Hulk if you want.
No, we all know. That one's old.
No,
We've seen
no.
that
What I'm
one.
saying is the one that
Oh,
they
they
just
announced,
released.
I didn't know. They announced Incredibles 3. But like this is the thing with Disney anymore is it's like
Here.
why like who needs Toy Story 5? What are you doing? Okay, yes, we know it's the Red Hulk. He looks cool as the Red Hulk. But like, is there any need for Toy Story 5?
I haven't seen Toy Story.
It just
4.
seems like we're abusing. Yeah, Frozen 3, Zootopia 2.
haven't seen that.
I mean, but I just feel like there's Avatar 3. I mean, it's just all sequels. Freaky Friday 2.
Was there a trailer for Avatar?
I don't think there was. Oh, they're gonna have a Tron movie?
Yeah, Ares. I
Yeah,
think all the Tron people are going to be in the real world.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I don't know why they have Jared Leto in that. It's kind of the kiss
He's
of
one of
death.
the Tron guys.
Monster Jam. a movie about, so that it's not even a real announcement. They're developing a movie about monster trucks. Dude, I feel like Disney is just desperate right now. Like they're just full desperation. Like
This is
there's
the best part of the Fantastic Four trailer in my mind. No, wait for it.
Oh, Galactus looking in?
Yeah.
All right, there's something called Hoppers. Oh my God, a Lion King prequel? Ironheart. Okay, Andor 2's. Yeah, but it's just a lot of sequels and rehashes. I remember when I used to be excited for these announcements, and now I feel, I don't know. Anything you guys are jazzed about?
Everything they crank out.
Yeah.
Yep, everything except for these lightsaber duels. I don't know one.
Oh, Dino said if I watched the toy duo team, I got confused because I was looking for 2 people and there was like 8. So I wasn't. I thought I was in the wrong live stream.
Is Geek Strong in the toy duo team? Because I've never seen him on there.
Is he invited, Vern? Does he
Yeah,
get an
no.
invite?
He's part of the core team.
He's in the team, is he?
Yes,
he's
but
in the
he
team.
usually has
He's
a
part of the
cookout.
core team.
Well,
He usually has a
in the
barbecue or a pool party or something to go to during the time of the stream. So, I mean, what do you want? I mean, people have lives.
It's a good team.
Yep. It's always there to show up
Pod
for
Racing
in spirit.
Yeah, it says the same thing. Where are the new stories? Just sequel after sequel. Yeah, I think they need an enema in the C-suite, and they need some new people with ideas and vision. Same with what they're doing with the parks. Kind of, everything I keep seeing about the Universal.
The Disney parks are better than ever, man. They are just so fun.
Yeah, that Epic Universe looks
so
ridiculous.
Fun, affordable, not complicated, not crowded, super easy to get around. You can do almost everything that you want to do at the Disney parks. And then all the content that they're putting out, just so creative, just 100%. Everything that they do is spectacular.
Somebody wants to get on like a list.
I've never been.
Somebody wants to get on some kind of list. He's like a host on the Love Boat. He shows up every now and again. You should a Love Boat trailer with the toy duo team would be fun. You just keep showing like people after people, and then the live stream would be over. All right, let's see. What should we give Sean a few more minutes before we get into lightsaber duels?
I think he's done.
What did you think of the skeleton crew, dude? What did you think of that?
I still haven't seen the trailer.
Ding,
Oh,
ding, 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 ding. I just started humming the theme song to Stand By Me.
Yeah.
In the background whenever they were showing the trailer and the kids wanting to go on an adventure and then walking down the railroad track. Oh no, that was Stand By Me, but it seemed like the same thing. Yeah. And then they got in a spaceship and I started thinking about Flight of the Navigator. Yeah. I don't know. It just seemed like every kid's movie from the 80s.
Definitely.
So maybe it'll be good. Maybe it's good nostalgia, or they're just trying to have some nostalgia.
It looked like it was well shot. It looked like it was very well shot, and they spent money on it.
Apple TV Plus has a show called Time Bandits.
Yeah.
Has anybody seen that?
No.
The movie?
No, they have a TV show, Time Bandits.
Who does?
Apple TV Plus has do original programming. So they have a show called Time Bandits that they just put up. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but I keep keeping it in my queue because I'm like, when I run out of something, that's the one I'm going to go to.
That's a great 80s movie. Super weird, but great 80s movie.
Do you remember Captain EO?
Mm-hmm.
One of the aliens from that is in Skeleton Crew.
That's a cool Easter egg.
Yeah. That was directed by George Lucas.
Oh yeah, I remember that from back. Did any of you get to go on the Captain EO ride back in the day?
I've never been to Disney.
It was What I remember is it was like a show.
Yeah, I know. I don't remember it, but I know I was on it.
You go in. I thought it was, from what I remember, was like almost like a movie, but you wore like 3D glasses and stuff like that. And it was right where Star Tours was at Disneyland.
I want to say it was in Epcot.
Yeah, they had the one at Disneyland was in where Star Tours. And I remember like I don't know. It's hard to remember that far back.
Wait, there's a new Time Bandits movie?
TV show.
Oh, he said new Time Bandits. I thought he meant there was a movie too.
There's yeah, I don't know about a movie, but I know that there's a TV show on Apple TV Plus. The girl, one of the girls from Friends, Phoebe from Friends, is in it.
I rotate streaming services, so I haven't had Apple in a couple months. So I'll pick that up again at some point, because I just think after a while you watch everything and then there's you got to rotate and get new ones.
Who's going to see Alien next week?
I'd love to go see it.
Yeah.
How about you guys?
Yeah,
I'll probably pass.
Looks good.
It looked, because I saw the preview twice before Deadpool and Wolverine, and the preview, I mean, it looks like old school Alien. Looks really good.
It's a direct sequel to Alien. It comes straight after.
Yep.
So it's before Aliens then?
Correct.
Is Ripley in it?
Well,
doesn't show sort of.
Oh, is she supposed to be in it peripherally?
Peripherally.
Because if that's the case, she should be asleep.
Correct. I know
they don't find her until
I
Aliens, and then they take her to Earth, and then they pair her up with those Space Marines.
Well, I do know the spoilers, but I don't want to tell you. But what you said is correct.
Yeah, no spoilers. No spoilers. Yeah, I'm totally.
What you've said is absolutely correct, and still it makes sense.
I gotta say, I really wish there's a cool channel on YouTube. I think it's called Bullets and Blockbusters. It's either Bullets and Blockbusters or Blockbusters and Bullets, where they discuss like the alternate versions of the movie that didn't get made. And so he went through all the alternate versions of Alien 3 that were considered before they went with the Prism.
All right, the wooden
and there was a really cool one where she crash lands on a planet of monks that had been ostracized by the Weyland-Yutani Corporation. And then the monks think it's like, she brought like the devil there with the alien thing. It sounded like a really cool premise, because it was supposed to be alien but not in a spaceship, in like a wooden monastery and on another planet. It was such a cool premise and really different. But I always had a hard time with Alien 3. I didn't like that Newt died. And
who?
That was weird. I just, Sigourney Weaver with a shaved head is wasted. She's too hot to have a shaved head. That's my stance.
Okay. Yeah.
How do you guys feel about shaved heads?
They couldn't film the wooden planet. That was the problem. It was good on paper, but totally impossible to film. Impossible to make the sets. They couldn't make it real, so they switched it to a prison.
They couldn't make the wood look real.
They couldn't make a wooden planet seem. They couldn't make it like the.
Well, the planet itself wasn't.
They couldn't make a wooden.
No,
planet.
it was a wooden planet. It was supposed to be a wooden planet.
Like woods, like jungle.
Wood, as in wood, like from a tree. It was supposed to be.
No, it was like a wooden.
The planet was made out of wood.
Trust me, the planet was supposed to be made out of wood.
So a whole planet made out of wood.
Planet of wood.
Correct.
That's weird. So like there was like a big tree fell down. Somebody carved out like a globe and shoved it into space.
Well, Dino likes his women with shaved head. Thanks, Dino.
Don't mind shut that.
Hey, who's opening and closing your closet door?
I have all the popcorn buckets, Dino says. And Eric says before Honey I Shrunk the Audience, they brought it back in 2009. Okay. Yep. I remember seeing it when I was younger. It was pretty cool back in the day. Pretty cool. All right, shall we? So we think Sean's done, huh? Does anybody want to make an offering? We'll give him another minute.
I don't have anything to open. Everything's open.
Salacious?
Don't really have anything to open, dude.
All right, well, I'll open this Batmobile. So, guys in the chat, do you guys believe that Salacious doesn't have anything to open?
Well, I can open this Batwing for you if you like. You can get this Batwing out.
Yeah, we can do a Batman party.
All right, we'll do that.
Compels you to make your offering to the toy gods.
All right, offering ready. Do you want me to go first, Salacious, or you all set?
It's up to you. Whether you go first if you want.
What? Yeah, either way. I can do this. I know Vern was excited to see the X-Acto knife.
Oh,
So here we have. I don't even know who makes this.
Jada Toys.
Oh, this is Jada Toys. Okay, very cool. So it's actually a pretty cool package. If you didn't want to unbox it, kind of like how he's sitting there with it. And then if you're just tuning in now, they had 4 different options. They had the Snyderverse one, animated series, classic 66, and then the 89. Oh, and I'll look at the poll in a second too.
No razor cutter needed.
Not on this one.
All right, I'll be right.
Vern doesn't want to share in the excitement of this new toy. Oh my God, this is screwed in. Look at that. I've never seen that. Huh, I'd have to go downstairs and get a screwdriver. Well, it's kind of unboxed.
Yeah, I think most people leave them in box, those, don't they, to be honest?
Well, I just opened it.
There you go.
So, I mean, it's matte black.
Is it die cast?
Yeah, it feels really heavy. I mean, it's pretty substantial.
Yeah. What about the little figure?
The wheels move. I mean, it's pretty slick looking.
What about the little figure?
Does this open or anything? No.
Well,
So this figure, it's also die cast. Hang on. This is one's just taped, I think. Yeah. Yeah, this is die cast. So this is heavy.
ooh.
I'm glad this is heavy. It won't, because I was worried this might like knock over. This is perfect. I can just put it right up here on my desk. And I'll get a screwdriver later and we'll take the car out. But I like that. For $5, that's a cool find.
Yeah, £5 bargain.
Yeah. That's a cool find. I don't have a bat cave anymore, but I can definitely throw that on my desk. That's pretty sweet. All right. That is my offering. Salacious.
Okay. I have actually opened this already. So there's no X-Acto knife needed, but I will get him out and put him together so you can see. This was cheap. The Spin Master are cheaper than the McFarlane ones. I think this was like £10 or something on Amazon. So it definitely is a bargain. I can't say it's amazing quality, but it's not bad. There is the 89 Batman, 3.75.
That's cool.
and then you get the main chassis, the wings, just pretty simple. Slot in. It's pretty cheap plastic. It's not and it's pretty flexible as well, so you ain't got to worry about. It's definitely a play. It's definitely one for kids to play with, but it's a decent sculpt, and it's got wheels that slot out, so you can easily keep on the floor. The if I seem to remember, the 89, the original one from 89, had a little handle on the bottom, I believe. I seem to remember.
Yeah, it did. I think you're right.
But yeah, it's cool. I mean, it's going to go nicely in the DC collection, and
That's nice.
I mean, you can't really go wrong with Batwings.
No, that's really cool.
That makes.
Did McFarlane do a Batwing?
Yeah, so I've got there's two. There's a really, really big one for 7-inch scale, and it's absolutely massive. There is a Spin Master one actually that's for a 10-inch. I think it's huge. And then there is also there is a superheroes one which is dark blue. And I'll put that one too, which is.
Hey, do you live on the second story of a or anything like that, or are you on the ground floor?
To throw it off and see if it glides. No, I'm on the ground floor, unfortunately. I would if I was, I'd have a
Do you
go.
have a neighbor upstairs? Can you go knock on their door and see if you could just toss that out the window?
Oh, it could be fun actually. It's cheap enough that you could do it. I mean, I think it was like 10 quid.
Right.
So you could easily see if you could get some video footage of it gliding. I don't think it'll glide for long, but there you go. Spin Master Batwing. If you're after a 3.75 Batwing to go in a display,
I'm not.
I wouldn't pay, I wouldn't pay a lot for it. If you get it for 10 or 15 quid in Ollie's or $10 or whatever, it's worth it. But any more than that, and it's probably not worth it. But good for a display, and the figure's pretty cool.
So articulate the figure a little bit, and see how sturdy it is, because I feel like it would just fall apart after turning its arm 4 times.
I think it's not bad. It reminds me of the old 3.75 Action Force in that it's a bit skinny. The Action Force figures always were a bit skinny. It's got the elbows. It has got elbow articulation, but because it's got the spikes, they get in the way. So it's got a limited elbow articulation.
That was a good design.
Hips are okay.
The knees too. Wow, look at that.
Knees are all right. Knees are okay. Head, just left and right. Waist,
so could you pull that head off and throw like a hammerhead head on there or something?
I think it's a ball. I think I can feel it's the head's actually quite soft, and nice. I can actually feel. I think I can feel the ball underneath it.
Oh, okay. So you could theoretically do like a little bit of a head swap with something.
Yeah, I think so.
Who would make a good Batman? Did you see this picture of that Star Tours ride thing?
I did.
Somebody posted.
Oh my god! Here, do you want me to pull that up?
With all the figures in it. Did you see that picture?
No.
Yeah.
Somebody had
that thing is here. Let me.
I have got an old one. I have got an old one of those. I have got a really old one of those. But that thing's 300 quid, isn't it?
Yeah, it's $300. But somebody
they're only making
had a picture. Let's see if I can find it. They did.
I'm trying to find it.
The one with all the figures in there.
Yeah. And where is it? Just trying to find pictures. It was
on Instagram, but I might be wrong.
Okay, here it is. I think it's on the Disney store. Yep. All right. Let me share.
Oh, here it is.
Okay. There we go. All right. This is so cool. Like,
yeah. Show the inside. Show the inside.
So, but look, I mean, if any of you guys like, I've loved this ride since I was a little kid. But that is awesome. I mean, that's what the doors look like when you're getting on the ride.
All right.
And,
so this.
Ooh, dude, it's got a stand that lights up and everything. So here,
it plays the video according to Eric. It plays the whole ride, the original ride. But check this out. So this guy Nick Tierce on
look
Twitter
at that.
shared this picture. Can you make me big screen?
Yeah, well, let me show this and then I'll show that one. I know the one you're talking about. Let me just show this real quick. So the doors all open and you have the screen that comes down just like in the ride, and then it has all the rows in it. Look at that. And then I forget the name of this. Eric, you will probably remind me, but this is the original robot. Because if you go now, this is a C-3PO, which is cool, but this is the original astromech that took you on the tour.
And he comes carded in there, apparently, and the carded figure is numbered.
Yeah. So what, did these already sell out?
I don't know. They're supposed to have some available on Shop Disney tomorrow. There's only supposed to be like 3,000 of them, but of course, they had them at D23, so.
I can't believe they only would make 3,000 of these. You know,
it's not like, I mean, you're not going to buy one because you don't like Disney, but
I would totally buy one of these because of how much I love this ride.
It's RX-24, according to Eric.
Yep.
Voiced by Paul Rubens. Now, the thing is, Eric really wants one, so I'm hoping he can get in there tomorrow to get one. But I thought this picture was really cool.
Sure. But look at that detail, man. Isn't that cool? You got the seats. That's exactly how everything looks on the ride. I love when Disney does shit like this. Oh, and then you see the slot here. R2 goes right in that, which is really cool. And then here's the carded figure of RX-24. I wonder how much that thing's going to be worth. Like you couldn't open that. And then there's the box that comes in.
I wouldn't be surprised if you bought that thing for $300, you could just turn around and sell the droid for $150 or something.
Yep. So it's available at 11 a.m. Eastern time on August 12th.
That's tomorrow.
And hopefully
that doesn't mean 0500 Pacific time like Hasbro.
Right. I'm gonna stop sharing, and then Vern, if you would like to share, or here, let me make you a large screen. That is so cool.
I mean, George Lucas in there, Steven Spielberg, right in the front row. That's a pretty cool shot. So, anyways, all right. I'm done.
We had some comments here. Let's see what people said. Eric says, don't get me started. Dino says he needs the vehicle.
I have one of those.
It's an amazing project. I mean, we're going to have a dozen or so devices going tomorrow.
I have one of these. I have one of those star speeders, except mine's a smaller scale one. I found it at a car boot sale for 50p.
It's the Star Tours Star Speeder 1000 in the box. Is that the one you got?
It's loose, and I think it's missing a part. But it's
Is it a 1/64 scale?
Could be. Yeah, it's about, I want to say 6 or 7 inches.
Yeah. Okay.
So it says it's HasLab quality. Yeah, it looks HasLab quality, and it's so cool because it plays the original Star Tours in the inside the ship. I think that is so cool. All right, so are we ready for the top 10 lightsaber duels?
I am.
Dude, I was born ready. Vern, you ready?
Sure. I mean, you can just put my top 6 from 10 down to 4 pass.
So you're willing to do 6?
No, I only can maybe think of maybe 4. I have to start thinking about it because I had battles.
And now it's time for the section that the dude made us want to do, but we really didn't want to do. It's called Dude Games. Really well organised games that nobody knows the rules to. And Dude keeps changing the rules last minute to suit him. And there's probably a spreadsheet involved. Yay! We're all having fun, everyone. Yay! Fun time with Dude Games.
All right, welcome to Dude Games. I'm going to share the spreadsheet here. So the only rules for this Dude's game, for those of you if you missed the beginning, is this. It's the top 10 Star Wars lightsaber duels or combat situations of all time, and the main rule is it just has to be lightsaber on lightsaber combat. So it can't be lightsaber versus a staff, lightsaber versus electric baton, whatever. So lightsaber versus lightsaber combat. Salacious, are you able to do 10?
I've got 10. Can I just say, dude?
Yeah.
I went to a lot of effort for this, so I did
as well.
I have 10, and I have the name of the medium from where it's from, and then the name of the combatants.
Dude, Salacious, A+. Appreciate your effort.
Thank you.
Really do. So hey guys, play along in the chat. We're gonna start at 10 and then go all the way down to the favorite. So Salacious, do you want to go first? What's your number 10?
Number 10 is from the Clone Wars, and it's Darth Maul and Savage Opress versus Palpatine on Mandalore. It's technically Maul. He's not Darth Maul at that point. It's Savage Opress and Maul versus Palpatine. And Palpatine puts on one hell of a display. He basically overpowers both of them. And it's probably the best lightsaber stuff we've seen from Palpatine, to be honest.
Was that? Oh, by far it is. Yeah, because he was dual wielding in that one too.
Yeah, he kicked their ass basically, both of them.
Yeah, and is that when he was? Yeah, because he was not. Or so, do you want to refer to him as Sidious there or Palpatine?
I think he is actually Palpatine. Sidious, Sidious. Yeah, Sidious, fair enough. Sidious. And of course, he kills Savage. He kills Savage in that duel as well.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely does. Absolutely. All right, so Sean's not here. So what's his number 10? Nope. Cartoons count for this. 100%. 100% count.
I reckon he would have had somewhere Asajj Ventress and Obi-Wan and Dooku on Clone Wars. Probably somewhere.
So why don't we say we'll say Dooku versus this is hard to do. We're just normally we like to do things that poke fun if someone's not here. I think it's too hard to pick 10 if he's not here. So we'll skip that. All right, Vern, do you have a 10th?
Pass.
All right, Vern's gonna pass. All right, so my number 10 is comes from Rebels, and it's Obi-Wan versus Maul on Tatooine.
Very good. Very good. A single blow, but cunning and planned as well. Planned.
Yeah. Well, I love that because when you hear Filoni talk about it, it's why he changes his footing, right? Because he remembers what Maul did to Qui-Gon, and then that so he changes his footing, anticipating Maul would do that.
Yeah, Maul was arrogant, thinking he could do the same maneuver. Mm-hmm. His arrogance killed him.
Yep. It's so simple, but I love that.
Yeah.
Very eloquent. Does the fan-made lightsaber? If you count it for yourself, not going to go on the spreadsheet. So Eric's number 10 is Obi-Wan and Vader in A New Hope. All right, and then Eric's given us his number 9, Obi-Wan and Vader at the end of the.
Why is Eric not in here?
Very good. Would you like to invite him?
Yeah, because I mean, he probably knows more than I do.
Put Eric's down. Put Eric's down as Vern's.
Yeah, there you go.
No, we're going to have Vern. We're going to show Vern's bad attitude. We're going to have a document.
Have
Vern
Eric
has a
jump
bad
in
attitude.
here. I'll send him the link.
Vern can have Sean's. That's right. Eric can have Sean's.
All right, I'll put in Sir Eric. All right, so his is number 10.
Desk, he said, "I'm at my desk." That was like a hint.
All right, did you send him the link?
I am. Hold on.
All right.
All right, guys. There's the link. I put it in that Toy Duo Team folder link thing.
Oh, he's in the Toy Duo Team folder.
He is. He's part of the team that you guys keep making fun of.
Oh, the team.
Yeah.
Must be hard to get
He's
into
part
team.
of the team.
Yeah. So all of them can jump in at this point. So hopefully you have pro StreamYard so they can all jump in.
I don't have Pro StreamYard.
All right. Come on, Eric.
I don't have Pro StreamYard.
You're the star.
I just have the free StreamYard. All right, so Dino's number 10 is the Frito-Lay's commercial with Yoda and Dooku fighting over a chip. Excellent.
How's it going?
All right, welcome, Eric. Thank you for joining.
Yep.
You can just change my name to Sir Eric.
Yeah, I'm gonna put Vern down at the bottom for.
Well done for
bad.
participating. Well
Just
done
put
for
pass for
participating.
me. I'm gonna end up having to leave pretty soon, anyways. I sent you guys a message in the private chat.
Wow, dude, the bad attitude. So I'm gonna put top 10.
Well, why? I mean, you guys keep saying that.
Top 10 lightsaber duels or combat with multiple parties. There we go.
Oh, wait, but not so. Wait, now we're including like the last Jedi with the
No.
guards.
No,
Okay.
I'm just
Okay,
clarifying
okay.
that it could be like how
Okay.
how
It's
slave-
still
Well,
lightsaber.
no.
and
The way you
lightsaber.
wrote it there is lightsaber combat.
That's
So not
that's what threw me
necessarily
off.
is that a lightsaber on
Well,
lightsaber. So you have to write lightsaber on lightsaber
Lightsaber
rules for
duels.
combat.
lightsaber duels.
Well, then it's
or-
not a duel if it's
or
with multiple
duels.
parties.
Multiple parties.
Yeah, but
We
then
think
you got
that
Duel of the Fates.
Lightsaber
It's
on
3
lightsaber
parties.
combat with multiple parties, excluding use of lightsabers on any other weapon or the Force.
Okay. Still lightsaber against lightsaber could be multiple, two or more parties.
So, like I said, like we can't like Finn's is an
Who else
example.
wants to come in? Because you can take my place.
I've got so many. We could do honorable mentions after a top 10.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many. That's what I don't understand. There's so. If you look at Clone Wars and Rebels,
Come on, everybody. Who wants to do the relay and take the baton?
If you look at
Or
Clone
lightsaber,
Wars
should
and
I
Rebels, there's like
Look at this.
so many good options.
While you still have that
So
up,
many good.
by the way, go to the reviews on that product page while you still have that up.
It says be the first to write a review.
No. I think if you scroll down, there are reviews for that product.
No, it's
'Cause
not showing it.
I wrote one and it's published.
You wrote one, so you just
yeah.
want us to read your review?
Yeah, click on the reviews tab. You see,
No, it
just
says be the first to write a review.
click on the tab though. Click where it says reviews.
Okay, you're talking to somebody who doesn't know anything about
There we go.
internet.
Please make more to meet demand.
Was that
Remembering
you,
the
Eric?
Star Wars.
That
experience
was
Disney.
me. The single 1-star review was me.
Oh,
Oh,
that one.
it's that good. It's that good, is it? It's that good.
There's no excuse for making this so limited. Please produce more to meet the extremely high demand. You're leaving money on the table. This is a dream product for a lot of people, and forced scarcity is going to disappoint most of them. So that seems like what Disney's doing.
Yes, exactly what they're doing. Did you just click to report my? Okay.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
You've been reported.
I
All right.
accidentally reported.
Okay, sorry.
All right.
Back
So
on topic.
Salacious,
Yeah.
you're number
Well, he
9.
went first last time. You should
Yeah.
be like Eric should be going first. You should be.
You're not even in it. Why are you even talking? You're not even in it. You're out. You're out. You're out of here. You're not
All
even
right.
in it.
Go ahead, Salacious. What's your number 9?
Number 9 is from the Old Republic, Betrayed.
By Vern.
And it's Senya Tyrell versus the Valkorian Guards. It's a cinematic from Betrayed, and I don't know if you remember it. It's amazing. It's the mother. It's Valkorian's wife, and she's trying to rescue the daughter who Valkorian's doing Sith alchemy on, and Valkorian's guards take her, and she's chasing after them. And she ends up in a duel, in a lightsaber fight with about 6 of the Sith guards, and it's insane.
What was that
So
from?
it's Senya Tyrell. It's Star Wars: The Old Republic. Betrayed.
Okay, I know. Okay, yeah.
It's incredible. So it's Tyrell versus Valkorian guards, Old Republic.
Wait,
I
say
never
that
got
again.
into
And
SWTOR.
everyone has lightsabers.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Alright,
gold
so-
in this. They're gold lightsabers.
All right.
It's
So
from the
what do I call it again? Spell that out.
Old Republic, and it's Senya Tyrell, Senya Tyrell, or Tyrell, Tira.
Is this in one of the cutscenes?
Yeah, they spent millions on the
Yeah.
cinematics.
Yeah, I've watched those. I never played SWTOR, but I've at least watched. The
Oh, it's
cinematics.
incredible.
All right. So Senya Tyrell versus who?
Versus Valkorian's guards. Valkorian's the emperor, basically.
Valkorian.
guard.
Am I spelling that right?
He's a Sith emperor. Valkorian. Valkorian. He's the Sith
AIN
emperor.
or IAN?
IAN.
All right. Eric, you are up.
Obi-Wan and Vader at the end of Kenobi. I can't remember. I don't think they named the planet or moon.
I'm just gonna put V.
Vader Kenobi. It's the second one when when Kenobi slashes Vader's helmet, the opposite side that Ahsoka gets in Rebels.
Excellent. So Vern, I'm just gonna say bad attitude. Right.
Yep.
So my number 9. I didn't put these in any order. I got to do a different screen for this. So I'm going to do my number 9 is I'm going to do The Stranger versus Saul and Jackie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was impressive, especially the JACKE.
Yeah.
Is that how they spell it?
JECKI.
Yeah,
JE.
Jackie.
And I'm gonna let's call that Acolyte. Yeah, that was just savage, and the way he pulled out that second blade and he went poof, 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 like that was man, that was an impressive fight. And she, she's also X-23, but that was like super impressive. Her dueling. Yeah, I was floored by that. All right, so now we go back to Salacious for your number 8.
Okay, number 8 is another one from the Old Republic. This is from a cinematic called Hope. It's set on Alderaan, and it's basically the Republic versus the Sith Empire, and it's Satil Shan versus Darth Malgus. And Satil basically carves through a load of Sith, and then goes 1-on-1 with Malgus, and it's insane.
So Satil.
Satil Shan. She's
How do you spell
related.
it?
Satil is related to Bastila, of course. Satil is Satele. Shan Shan. Versus Darth Malgus Malgus, who is my favorite Sith. He's just an absolute badass.
And that's from.
It's from the Old Republic. It's from SWTOR. Yeah, it's from a cinematic called Hope, set on Alderaan.
And then this one's from SWTOR as well.
Yeah.
All right. All right, Eric, you're up.
What did I have? Ahsoka and Vader in Rebels.
Excellent. All right, I just need to stop sharing because I don't want to show you guys mine. Put them on the same thing. All right, what should we put for Vern?
Naughty boy. Naughty boy. Didn't do
Naughty
homework.
boy?
Yeah.
All right. All right, so I am gonna go. Man, I shouldn't have put them on the same spreadsheet.
You could just paste them all in there and change the font color if you want, or the background fill.
All right, so we're gonna go with. So I'm gonna do something slightly different here. So let me go back to present. I got them all written down. So I'm going to do, for my number 8, I'm going to go Obi-Wan versus Vader. And I'm going to do part 1 in the Obi-Wan show.
The one where Obi-Wan gets burned?
Vader just decimates him. And, like, I just thought that was, like Vader just... It was just cool to see Vader do that and then drag him into the fire to burn him, right? Like this, like just the anger and the symbolism to pay him back. Like it was pure revenge. So I love that scene. Like I just thought that was powerful. So that is my number 8. So Salacious, you're up.
Okay. So the next one, I'm afraid I'm going back to the Old Republic again because this is the pinnacle. I know people have said they've tried to say the High Republic is the pinnacle, but no way, man. Old Republic was the pinnacle of combat. And although I did like the wire work in Acolyte, so this is another cinematic. And this is the first cinematic we got when they released the Old Republic. And it's...
was it the Jedi Temple one?
No, that was the second one. The first one is called Return. And it's basically when they see the Sith Empire coming out of hyperspace.
Right, okay.
And it's Satil Shan and Kat Vien versus Lord Vindicun and Darth Malgus. And basically, Satil escapes on a ship. But there's a crazy... It's 2 Jedi versus 2 Sith. And they are, like, bouncing off each other.
Who are the 2 Jedi? Satil and
Kat Vien.
K-A-T-V-E-V-I-E-N,
I think it is.
And then that's first Malgus.
Malgus and Vindican, Lord Vindican.
Can you spell?
Yeah, Vindican. And Vindican gets a bad blow in this duel, and then at the end, Malgus cuts his head off. His apprentice takes his head off, which is brilliant.
We should look up clips and show those. Like I remember those, but I don't. You know what I mean? Like I remember.
Oh,
I don't vividly remember them, but I remember them. You know.
amazing.
So Left Coast wants to know if sabers from Spaceballs count. So Dino said Vader, Obi-Wan, Luke, Vader, Maul, Qui-Gon, Maul, Obi-Wan. There's definitely more than 4 in all of Star Wars. Dino's up to 6. Slightly more than 6. All right. Oh, you're being accused of making shit up.
Well, he always says that. So just look at the quiz results between me and Dino, and you'll
making it up. I believe you. No, it's all fair game. Any type of lightsaber and lightsaber duel. All right, Eric. What is your number 7?
What did I have as 7? Luke and Vader, Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, that one's just the setting and the tension and the, you know what I mean? Like you got the battle in the background, you have Sidious watching or Emperor Palpatine watching. Like, yeah, dude, that. And watching, like when I first saw that, I was 6 in the movie theater. So that was intense. The lightsaber combat isn't as up to par as like the new ones in terms,
but
like
at the time that was the pinnacle.
100%. 100%. All right. So my number 7 is going to be, I'm going to say, I really like Sidious versus Savage Opress and Maul on that was Rebels, right?
no,
Clone Wars.
It's on Mandalore. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
The dual wielding is just insane.
Yeah.
That didn't make my top 10, but it's one of my honorable mentions.
Yeah, dude, that and it's like it's really cool seeing Palpatine just unhinged. I think that's a lot of fun.
Yeah. I think that was the rawest we saw him.
Yeah. We really got to see him fight like that. That was really cool. They can do I mean, the animation stuff, they can do whatever they want, right? It's like they get really crazy with it. All right, Salacious, you're number 6.
Right, I promise this is my final Old Republic one. But it has to be on. This has to be on here, and it was the one that Eric mentioned before. It's called Deceived, and it's Darth Malgus attacking the Jedi Temple, and he goes in alone with actually doesn't he goes in with Pre Vizsla or one of the Vizsla. I can
Shay.
She might be Shay. He goes in with one of the Vizslas, and starts a fight, and then a ship full of Sith crashes through the temple, and about 20 Sith all ignite their lightsaber, and then there's one hell of a lightsaber battle. Then,
yeah.
So Darth Malgus versus Jedi's in the temple.
Yeah.
Jedi in the temple.
Yeah.
Jedi is plural for Jedi, right?
Yeah.
Excellent.
We don't need to litigate that one.
I mean, we could. All right. So, Sir Eric, you're up.
I don't know if we've seen more Jedi, more lightsaber v lightsabers anywhere in Star Wars media than that. There's probably 20 Jedi versus 20 Sith. I'm not sure we've seen that many lightsabers versus each other than that before.
Probably
that's
not,
probably-
because we haven't seen in most media multiple Sith
Exactly.
in one place. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what am I on? 6. Luke and Vader, Empire Strikes Back.
That's a big one right there.
Yeah.
Everybody's minds were blown when you got the big reveal during that, and
That's what. Yeah. The extra emotional baggage that comes along with that just carries so much weight.
All right. So I am going to go with this is where I start debating in my mind. So I am going to go with Grievous versus Obi-Wan. Do Obi-Wan. And and that is in Revenge of the Sith. I just think that's such a cool scene with how he dispatches him and keeps cutting off his limbs and
Obi-Wan versus Obi-Wan?
Oh, yeah. It was a force vision he had. Versus Grievous. Yeah, I always thought that was a cool cutscene. Or cool fight scene there. All right, Salacious, you're up.
Okay, so on this one, I've wanted this for ages. And Acolyte got a bit of stick, but I heard some people online moan about this, but I'm glad they introduced it. And if they do more films going back, I want to see more of it, because the further you go back, the greater the skill of the Jedi is supposed to be, so you're supposed to see the Jedi at their pinnacle. Mm-hmm. So I'm glad they introduced it, because for me, it harkens back to some of the old kung fu movies that I used to like, that used wire work. So I want to see more wire work, wire fu, or whatever you want to call it. I want to see the Jedi and some of the greatest Hong Kong wire stunt performers. I want to see more of that shit, because I think it's awesome.
Agree, man.
Yeah. It can be done badly, but when it's done right, it looks awesome. So House of the Flying Daggers and all those later films had really perfected it by that point. So my next pick is from the Acolyte, and it's Soul versus Chimera, and I thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
And it just shows how cool this series could have been. Amazing. It missed the mark for me, but it could have been, and there were things in it that were super cool, and this was one of them.
Yeah, you couldn't tell whose show it was for the longest time, but there were great parts to it, and I thought, like, at the end, it left us wanting more. I hope we get to see more, because it feels like they were just getting started with some really cool shit.
Yeah, Chimera was an awesome character.
Yeah,
hidden in plain sight, dual character, like Senator, like Palpatine, but obviously a different, and I thought the fight work was awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love those two.
The lightsaber work was incredible. I mean, it was impressive all the way around.
Yeah, I love those two big battles, but that were already mentioned. But I couldn't, in good conscience, bring them to top 10. They're top 20 for sure. But yeah, what are we? 5?
Five.
Five. I have Yoda and Dooku. I know a lot of people don't really care for the like spastic Yoda, but I love that. I'm all for Yoda bouncing off walls.
I think it was just cool to see, and it was totally different than any other lightsaber fight. Like it was completely different at the time, and it was cool to see Yoda in action like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like that quite a bit. I thought that was pretty sweet. All right, my number 5. I'm going to go to. I'm going to go back to Clone Wars, and I'm going to go with Obi-Wan and Anakin versus Ventress.
Okay.
They've got. I can't remember what episode it is, but there's one where they go up against her that's pretty, like, she's impressive. So I'm throwing that in there.
She still manages to flirt with Obi-Wan.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
She does. She's such a cool character. And then that was in. All right, Salacious, what is your number 4?
I went with Clone Wars Season 7, Ahsoka versus Maul.
That's a good one.
I think it's the Ahsoka show, really, in that, to be honest. But she, and she whips his ass, really, I think.
Yep.
But yeah, Ahsoka appears twice in my top 4. So.
Oh, little teaser.
Yeah. I love her style with her dual blade, her dual blade style. I think she's got a wicked style. But yeah, it's the Clone Wars Season 7.
I agree, man. I like the dual wielding. I think it's really cool.
Oh yeah. My number 4 is Anakin and Dooku: Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, that's a good one. Very nice. All right, so my number 4 is Ahsoka versus Maul during the Siege of Mandalore.
Yep.
Like, so they're in the Mandalore throne room, and that's the same time that Anakin and Obi-Wan are dueling. So I love that fight scene, and just the backdrop of all the fighting and destruction going on in Mandalore and being in that throne room. It's such an epic fight. And then she handles his ass in the end. I thought that was great. All right, Salacious, you're number 3. We're in the top 3.
Okay. One of my favorite scenes in all of Star Wars. It's from Rebels. It's Twilight of the Apprentice. Ahsoka versus Vader.
Yeah, that's a great one too. Yep.
Yeah, really cool, amazing fight work, iconic coming together of the apprentice and the master. Amazing camera spins around. If you the scene where they stay still and the camera and Ahsoka is like running towards him and the camera is like spinning around on one of those. Even though it's animated, it's I don't know if I'm explaining myself well, but the camera pans around and then also I'm not a Jedi and all that kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then also at the same time, to make it even like the sound is just amazing during that scene. It's probably the best bit of Ahsoka theme that that there's been. It's just incredible.
And it was one hell of a cliffhanger too.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
That
Yeah,
was probably Filoni at his best. Probably that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
So
and that's getting to see Vader fight Ahsoka. You know what I mean? And then when she cracks the helmet and can see that it's Anakin.
yeah.
Yeah, dude, that was one heck of a moment. That was great storytelling.
My number 3 is Obi-Wan and Vader: Revenge of the Sith. It probably would have been higher, but I do feel like some elements of that battle were more than over exaggerated for spectacle.
Like what?
Like the twirling of a lot of the some of that stuff just didn't seem as like practical for the fight.
Mm-hmm.
It just
cool.
looked cool. It was so
Yeah,
cool, and it's number 3 in my list. I just think it because of that it doesn't get higher.
So my number 3 is Luke versus Vader in Return of the Jedi. I love because that thing just went on, right? Like it went on, and there were pauses, and they created tension. And I just remember Luke hiding, right, and Vader is like, "Your sister," and then he like comes out and just flips out on him and uses the dark side of the Force, and then pulls himself back and pulls Vader back to the light side. And just when you're 6 years old watching that in the theater, that's pretty epic.
It was the first time we saw a lightsaber throw too. That was nuts. It's like you can do that.
Yeah, that was really cool. Really, really cool. All right, Salacious, your penultimate lightsaber duel.
Okay, the penultimate one is a pivotal duel, as it effectively sets up the beginning of the end of the Republic and the rise of the Sith, and it's from the Phantom Menace, and it's Qui-Gon and Kenobi versus Darth Maul.
So duel of the fates.
Correct.
I think that's one of the ones everybody knows just what it's called, right?
Yeah,
it's the first time we've seen a dual-bladed lightsaber. It has an amazing soundtrack. John Williams actually just changing the whole script on Star Wars. Sanskrit sung in Welsh by a Welsh choir. How about that? And then,
well, listen, when you want Sanskrit sung, you go to the Welsh people.
Yeah, why not?
We're nothing but diverse.
Why not? Why not?
We're a land of diverse people.
Why not?
Lack the use of vowels.
Yeah.
We are diverse people.
And and then Maul bringing it and taking down Qui-Gon, the arrogance of Maul, and but Obi-Wan, I don't know, Obi-Wan keeps his cool, and anyway, just even before that, the start of the scene when Maul throws his robe down. And the doors open, and then we're on. We're on.
Yeah. Well, I just like when he comes out and he has he holds it out, and then it has the blade on each side. Like, so cool. And I love I think it's the Lego one where he goes, "Awesome, awesome,
yeah.
awesome."
Yeah, that's cool. Oh, and I like it when they're trapped between the
ray shields.
The ray shields. Qui-Gon meditates, and Maul just snarls and like paces around, just that's the difference between the Jedi and the Sith.
Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, it's like, and just as an aside, I would love if they did an animated Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon series. Like give us 12 episodes and fully flesh it out. But I'd love to see a Padawan tale of Obi-Wan as a Padawan with Qui-Gon.
They have a novel with
Yeah.
younger with them.
Oh, do they really? How is it?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
good. It's good.
I'm on. By the way, speaking of Star Wars novels, I'm on book 4 of the High Republic, and
Okay.
it is fantastic. Like I love the High Republic stuff, and
Yeah.
I'm just not interested in somehow Palpatine return. Like, so all the stuff they're doing to lead up to it, like I have a hard time being interested. But like the like I would just bathe in High Republic content. I think it is so good, and the characters that they've developed in there are really fun and interesting. And then the Nihil as the villain is an awesome non-Sith villain. I mean, just they're so interesting, and the coolest things about that book is they really talk a lot about the Force and like how the Jedi feel the Force and flow through it, and it's just really interesting. So I highly recommend it.
It's really good content. My biggest criticism of it is, and I think they corrected this in the past like year or so, but they came out way too strong. They produced too much content that it just got to me hard to keep up with. So like even me, like I've got a backlog. I'm behind on reading all the novels and comics for the High Republic. So my wife bugs the shit out of me because I buy all the books and they just sit on the shelf for a while.
She wants you to do your homework.
Yeah.
All right. So what is your penultimate lightsaber duel?
Yoda and Sidious in Revenge of the Sith, the Senate battle.
My little green friend.
Man, that just showed how badass Sidious was, man. Because I felt like he dominated Yoda in that pretty good.
Well, I thought it was. See, I have a different opinion. I don't think that Yoda got beat. I kind of think that like Yoda felt he got beat, but it looked more than they presented it. I don't know. I feel like Yoda should have stayed and fought a little bit longer, and that's why it's not number one.
Yeah, he definitely retreated. So
did.
my number 2 is also the Duel of the Fates.
Ooh.
Just for all the reasons we talked about. And that, like, that was, so you think about it, like, you had the original trilogy lightsaber duels, right? And then that was the first time you saw, like, something acrobatic, right?
Oh, yeah.
And that took lightsaber duels to a whole other level, and then the John Williams score, and you actually saw a Jedi die, right? Which that's not something you saw in, I guess we did see Obi-Wan, but like that.
Different. Yeah.
It was different. Yeah, it was different, right?
This was more visceral.
So that was first.
Yeah.
Yeah, and and then Obi-Wan slicing him in half at the end, like that. It was just incredible. Yeah. All right, Salacious, you're number 1.
I think it's hard to look past this one. First of all, it's by far the longest. Second, it takes place over, like, it's a moving fight. It goes across multiple parts in an area, so different elements that they have to deal with, moving parts, a dangerous environment. The emotions are high. It's two best friends. It's a master and apprentice. It's 2 people at the pinnacle of their powers. And it's also, the stakes couldn't really be higher. And they match each other throughout most of it. And the only reason there's a loss is through arrogance, the arrogance of the Sith.
So it's Rey and Kylo Ren, right?
And of course, yeah. Good one. And the music's amazing, and it's also the creation of, the greatest. Well, he's already been created. To be fair, he is already that person.
Yeah.
But but he becomes the Vader we know. So this is the moment we all were dreaming about for years. What does it look like? I'm not sure it totally was what I thought,
but in the end, it has become that, and yeah, it's Kenobi versus Vader, and he is Vader. He is Vader at the time.
Yeah.
Episode 3.
Can't go wrong.
And and by the way, Nick Gillard did an amazing job, and those two had to they had to train for days on end to learn that routine, and
Oh God, yeah.
yeah, they did a great job with it. And also it's not just lightsabers, but there's the Force use as well. So,
Did you guys hear that Nick Gillard is claiming like copyright on a whole bunch of people's like YouTube videos showing that fight and get like people's videos struck down?
I haven't heard that, but I know he's had a falling out with Lucasfilm because I've seen him hanging around with Star Wars Theory. So
Yeah,
I presume there's something going on.
yeah, there's some weird stuff going on. Anyway, my number one has to be Duel of the Fates. That battle, I think the only thing I could add on top of what has already been said is go watch that interview that where Dave Filoni talks about the importance of this fight on the events in the Star Wars timeline.
What does he
And
say?
the fight is essentially it you know this meant more in terms of like developing Anakin into what he became in Vader, because if Qui-Gon didn't die, right, he would have had the father he needed, not the brother that he got in Obi-Wan.
That makes sense. Yeah.
I mean, that's paraphrased. Like Filoni says everything much
No, I
more
heard that.
eloquently, but yeah.
Yeah, it totally makes sense. And yeah, Obi-Wan wasn't probably prepared to take a Padawan that was that old too.
It's
Right? After
it's
just
it's not
being,
even it's not
promoted
even
to-
I don't think it's even that. I think it's just Anakin with where he was needed the father figure, not the brother.
Mhm. So Salacious and I agree. I'm going with the Battle of Mustafar, and just the level of technical expertise they had to have with those lightsabers to do all the moves, and the battle just went on and on. I mean, it was just grueling, right? And then by the end of it, like Vader was just so into how powerful he was, and it was his empire. Like he wasn't present, and Obi-Wan tried to warn him. So that's just sad. I mean, it's kind of savage just leaving him there. But I understood he couldn't kill him. You know, it's like you having to kill.
Would have been a little confusing for 4, 5, and 6.
Right. But yeah, I mean that, for my money, that is the like that duel just every time. I'm just in awe watching it. It's incredible. So I mean, if you think about it, like we're almost in full agreement that Duel of the Fates and then Obi-Wan and Vader and Revenge of the Sith are the two best. But you also have a Revenge of the Sith on there as your number 2. So it's interesting that our two favorite, collectively all basically came out
Prequels.
of the prequels.
Yeah. I will say, like, for my list specifically, yeah, I didn't have any of the SWTOR ones on my book. Those are cool cinematics. I'll give you that. But all of the other ones that you guys had that weren't SWTOR, I had as honorable mentions, with the exception of one that you guys didn't mention, was Kanan versus the Grand Inquisitor.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
From Rebels, that was a good fight when Kanan's double wielding with Ezra's lightsaber and his.
Yeah, that one was really good too.
Yeah, there was
probably a bunch we missed too, but we're not.
Yeah, there was Yeah, there was a couple I was thinking of. There's Vader from Jedi Fallen Order. The Jedi
Cal.
versus Jedi versus. Well, first of all, he takes down I can't remember which sister she is, but when he appears and takes down the sister and then fights Cal, there's a great Vader fight with in Survivor with I can't remember what her name is. What's her name?
Seer Junda.
Seer gives him
In the library.
Yeah, that's a really good fight. And then also Star Killer. There's a couple of good fights in Force Unleashed that I considered. But I thought, they're nowhere near as long or as well designed than the Old Republic. Yeah, because they're proper they spent millions on those cinematics to try and sell the game, basically.
Yeah.
I do think though the Acolyte, like
it was really good.
Coordinate, the fights, the coordination, the visuals. Like I like the one where me and Osha kicked each other, and then it flashed to the two lightsabers like that of Saul and Kamir. Like that. It was like the cinematography on it was cool. Like Salacious said, the wire work was great. Like I loved it was at the end with Saul and Kamir where they jumped off the bridge and like they're just falling backwards like that. Like it was a totally different perspective. Just a different way to show lightsaber duels. And I just, again, like the Old Republic, the Jedi were more powerful. Like that's when their downfall started. With the High Republic. That's when the downfall started. So
I want to see a full-on Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon Star Wars movie. That's what I want to see. Like, with literally Jedi floating across the top of the treetops and sabering each other, and I want to see full-on wire work. To see what you can really do. There was another really cool Jedi. Sorry, dude. There was another really cool Jedi scene in one of the Visions episodes that I was going to put in.
The Ronin one?
Yeah, that one was cool.
That was awesome. Which I did consider.
I love in the Acolyte when he impales one Jedi and then he pulls the other Jedi with the Force right into the impaled lightsaber.
Yeah.
Like, that was like, because I was like, holy shit, dude. Like that was badass. So the stuff that they were conceiving and doing in there. And to me, that's like a Sith would fight like that. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
And the fact those Jedi were not prepared at all for what was there.
There's another good duel in Jedi Fallen Order at the end with the fallen Jedi. I've forgotten his name. He's got long hair.
Oh, the dude with the one arm?
No, well, that's not bad. But the one, I was thinking the one before.
Give me a sec.
Oh, the one that was on Dathomir?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one too.
Oh, cool.
Hey, what's up? Laxabrak is here.
Laxabrak, War Chief, Brother Lack. How you doing?
Terran Malicos.
Yeah, that's Malicos. That's it, yeah, Malicos. Yeah. Very good.
Thank you for stopping by, buddy. It's good to see you.
Yo.
Good luck. All right.
Well, I like our list. So anyone who's still watching, what's your number one? Love to hear it. But yeah, man, good list. And like there's still so many more. I mean, I bet if we really went even further in, like there's so many more good ones, especially when you explore Rebels and Clone Wars.
Yeah. Did none of us picked Vader Kenobi from Kenobi series either, did they?
I did.
Did you?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Those were good. I mean, it's I think if it wasn't so green screen to death and you actually felt like, especially the second one, if you actually, because that, I mean, it was just muddled green screen. So I think if that had more like practical effects, that might have, it could have been even better. But like to me, the best part of that scene is when he's like, you know, you didn't kill Anakin, I did. Like that. Oh my God. That's one of the best lines in all of Star Wars. And just the way he delivers it and he smiles, like the look on his face, like, just that was amazing. It was masterful the way he did that.
Hallmark made it a talking ornament before that battle where that monologue it goes off. I couldn't get that. Like I love that scene, but I'm not getting a Christmas ornament with that kind of isn't like a downer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have like the world's saddest Christmas tree. It's like all like the worst, saddest moment from cinema.
Yeah.
You have what's his name, Jack on the Titanic, like falling off the door, and
I do have the one that they made last year where Han goes in the carbon freezing chamber. So it's really cool. They've got like a little mini figure of Han that actually goes down, and then
cool.
And then the carbonite block comes up in its place. But to me, that's more iconic than the like downer monologue.
Yeah, just a human being frozen in carbonite. No big. Yeah. It's pretty funny. So let's see. Locke says Vader versus Kenobi, and then, Vader versus Kanan, and Ezra first duel. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was cool. That was cool.
Who is that?
Yeah,
What is that? I can't remember what Ezra says. Yeah.
That's in that's Star Wars Rebels.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Yeah, so I mean, like some of the animated ones were ridiculous. Like the one in the Sith Temple, which is where Ahsoka ends up fighting Vader. But like you have Maul there, you have the Inquisitors there, you had Kanan and Ezra. I mean, that entire sequence, that episode was just top. I mean, it was off the charts. The whole episode. Yeah. Like that was a lot of fun. And I think like that's where like I think Star Wars and Marvel should do as much animation as possible because it doesn't limit the storytelling.
Yes.
Whereas they're limited by budget, right? And I get it, but the budget sometimes makes things fall flat, I think. Whereas like the animation they can do, you know, you can't do X-Men 97 unless it's animated.
We are owed an animated series of Luke's Jedi Temple.
Yes. Yeah, but it's like to me, I just don't have an interest because I don't know. Like I would love to see it, but
I think if they ever do it, I have to believe that they will make the sequels matter more. I think Lucasfilm has a proven track record of making other films matter more or whatnot with supplemental material, whether that's animation or novels or comics, video games, whatever.
We did consider something else, but we thought it might have been controversial given there was a duel but only one person had a lightsaber, so we didn't include it. But we feel as though Salacious has insisted that I do mention this because he did want it to be number one, and it was during the Clone Wars. And there's an episode in the Clone Wars when they're on the Felucia, and Hondo Anaka's gang basically are attacking Anakin and Obi-Wan. And Pick Muck Muck, the monkey lizard, goes one-on-one with Anakin and actually steals Anakin's lightsaber.
That's right.
It's the only one that's ever taken Anakin's lightsaber. He beats him in combat, one-on-one. Mando versus the monkey lizard.
Pick Muck Muck.
I was just going to say there's a lot of other lightsaber action that wouldn't qualify as duels, right? Like The Last Jedi, the Praetorian Guard fight, but like Paul and Krell versus all the clones in the Clone Wars.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely cool stuff that's not like lightsaber versus lightsaber. Yeah. Very much. Yeah. And that the Praetorian Guard fight was a really cool fight. Like it's
If you watch it in normal speed, it's all right. If you slow it down, it's not.
Yeah,
Well,
I've seen the videos of it slowing down, and it's rough. It's rough when you see that.
I have to imagine it. If you watch that one battle on Peridia from the Ahsoka show with Sabine and Ahsoka versus all the like resurrected troopers and whatnot. I have to imagine if you slowed that down, it would be worse than the Praetorian Guard fight. But
Yeah.
I can't say I've watched the Praetorian Guard fight slowed down, but yeah, I'm sure there's some of that.
Yeah.
Like,
But
I mean, if you
don't. If you've not seen it, don't.
I
it
won't.
actually does kind of ruin it a little, but I just remember seeing that in the theater, and I was disappointed by the movie. But I was really impressed with that scene. I thought that was a lot of fun, and it was cool to see the Praetorian guards actually fight.
Well, you can, if you go in Empire Strikes Back in the like carbon freezing chamber and just the fight with between Vader and Luke, you could tell it's not Vader, or it's not David Prowse in the Vader suit. It's the like smaller, like fight coordinator who is like British Olympian fencing guy. I can't remember the guy's name, but you can tell it's him in the suit. Much smaller, leaner thing build. It kind of like takes you out a little bit if you really pay attention.
Oh, I never noticed that.
Yeah.
Never noticed.
Yeah, if you could look up like behind the scenes footage of Mark Hamill and this guy like practicing, and then you see that guy in the Vader suit without the helmet.
Pretty cool. Well, great effort, Eric. Thanks for subbing in here for Vern and Sean.
No problem.
So Vern took his ball and went home, and Sean unfortunately got pulled into work today, and which was a bummer because I'm sure he had a really cool list. So maybe he'll post his on Twitter, and we'll get to see what his were. Because I'm actually curious to see what some of his favorite were. He's always got some cool ideas. But so the 3 Men and a Monkey Lizard may or may not return. It's a month-to-month thing, but I think we said maybe it's something we'll do once a month and just get together and hopefully everyone enjoyed it. We appreciate everyone for coming out and hanging out with us.
It's all right. Well said.
Any thoughts, Salacious?
No, I've enjoyed the top 10. I think we all had good lists. To be honest, and yeah, it was a good. That was actually a very good dude game, dude.
Wow, and I got that on tape. I'm gonna make a short of this.
It was a very good dude game.
Just gonna clip that up. Yeah.
Thought the rules were quite simple. Yeah.
I appreciate that. Well, it only took 3 years, 3.5 years. We finally got a good one.
I think I won. I mean, to be honest,
we're all winners.
Yeah, we're all winners here. You went a little heavy on the SWTOR.
Well,
a little heavy.
Well, I mean, technically, like the game was the best lightsaber duel, so I did pick the technical.
Didn't specify canonical or not.
Yeah. Oh no, dude. It's so like again, it's all. I think for this game, it's all just as long as it was lightsaber on lightsaber. That was the main rule.
Yeah, so I'm happy. If we're all in agreement that I won, I'm happy to go along with that.
I think. Well, I did get these for myself. The Reese's medals.
Oh, nice.
So I'm going to award myself the winner of the top 10 lightsaber duels.
I think at the very least you've earned yourself some extra time with what's his name, David.
David. What?
Oh, you mean Henry?
Henry, sorry.
Henry.
I don't know. Henry. The shop vac.
Who is David?
I thought it was David. I didn't rewind it. Like, I don't know. The shop vac.
My homeless thinking David. Thinking David.
You've got some extra time with David today, Salacious.
David. I'm gonna go. Thank you. I'm gonna. Bob, get me a David. Find me a David. I think you mean Henry. I thank you. I don't think Vern appreciates Henry, but thank you for that. Bob,
You've earned it.
Thanks.
Vern did not appreciate Henry. No,
he doesn't. No Henry appreciation there.
So I'm gonna actually Vern's number one is gonna be Henry.
Yeah.
Henry versus Salacious.
Yeah.
Salacious. I'm gonna put lipstick.
No. Well, yeah. I mean, I haven't done that, but could do.
I'll put saber because that'll make more sense. There we go. And then these maybe we'll just say bad attitude all the way around.
Yeah. Very bad attitude. Very bad.
Mm-hmm.
Very
bad attitude. I'm gonna say he went here. He took his ball,
Strop,
and went home.
No, I'm sure he's having fun with the grandkids.
He is. We're just teasing. It's totally okay. Obviously, grandkids are always going to win over hanging out with us. So, all right. Well, thank you to Eric again. Thanks for subbing in. Appreciate it. MVP Salacious. It was awesome hanging out with you and Henry.
Thank you.
Or David.
I'm naming him David now. I'm just confused. I'm going to put a sticker over it and put David on it.
All right, I'm a dude. Thanks for hanging out at the Nerdery, and we'll hopefully see you next month.
See you later, everyone. Cheers. David, come over here. David, can you? Come on.
We're back. A Dude's Nerdery. Oka Studios. Hey Vern. Sean Solo 8. Salacious. Rom. Together, we're unstoppable. We are, of course, Freeman and Monkey Lizard, bringing out toys to play. That's right, Freeman and Monkey Lizard, bringing out toys to play. Freeman and Monkey Lizard.